And today is a very sad day.
It is.
I'm injured. Look, I'm not one to complain.
10 podcasts later.
But yeah,
Still not running.
I'm still here.
She's gone straight through the biggest puddle and just splashed the lot of them.
The thought of it makes me feel physically sick. That is for people that don't like themselves and really want to hurt themselves in the gym. Whose farts smell the worst? Fight me. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 36 of A Couple of Coaches podcast with me, Emma Harding, and my co-host, Michael Clark.
36?
Yes.
35
last week. And today is a very sad day.
It is.
I'm injured. Again. Yeah, it's a very upsetting time. Obviously, started my running career, started my running journey. It was going really well. Did a 5K on Sunday. Absolutely loved it. Came out of it saying that was my favourite run so far. And now I think I have plantar fasciitis.
Oh, she said it right.
Which I had to Google how to actually pronounce.
She was this morning. She had like not Google Translate. Was it?
I don't know. I just typed in how to say it, and then it comes up where you can play it.
Her phone started saying it. It was actually quite funny, and she was like saying it back to the phone.
You can slow it down as well, so it like says it really slow.
Plantar fasciitis.
I mean, I'm no doctor. I haven't been to a doctor, but I've Googled what my symptoms are, and it sounds very similar to what's described online. And it's basically a pain in the arch or the heel of your foot. And it can be caused by exercising on hard surfaces. Obviously, I have been running on concrete, which has been great. So, yeah, it really hurts when I walk. Started on Sunday, has got continuously worse since then, particularly bad today. So at the moment I am resting, elevating, icing, rolling, complaining, making Mike do everything.
Definitely complaining.
And I've put a little post on Instagram about it, and I actually got so many really nice messages from people saying that they've had it, they know someone that's had it, giving me advice and tips, so it's been really good. And I actually had the lady who did my PT course when I became a PT message me, and she's a sports therapist, and she messaged me saying like, look, just tell me everything and I can kind of help you. And she said that I can go in and see her on Thursday, and she's going to tape me up, and yeah, she's sort of saying rather than just icing it and doing everything like that I can at the moment, we kind of need to look at a root cause of it, because it's potentially not just from running on a hard surface. It might be sort of the alignment of my hips, my knees, my ankles, and everything like that. So she's going to have a little play around with me on Thursday, see what the crack is, and hopefully help me get it fixed so that I can keep going.
I mean, yeah. I've heard a lot about it.
Look, I'm not one to complain.
She's not one to complain. I mean, my life's been a struggle this morning. I mean, I've had to do everything. No, I'm joking. He's quite bad. She has struggled actually quite. It's been very painful,
isn't it? It's just like the fact that it hurts to walk.
Yeah.
Like, I love walking. I take Max on a really long dog walk every single morning. And the fact that I haven't been able to do that made me a little bit grumpy, I can't lie.
Yeah. You haven't been that bad, actually. I mean, I've seen you grumpier, like if you haven't eaten or something like that, but you haven't been that bad.
No.
You haven't even cried. That's a surprise.
Oh, I did.
Did you?
When you weren't here.
Well, oh, right. Normally,
do you know when I
cried?
Monday morning when I had to get up with him and take him out, and I was walking him down to the thing and he kept pulling me and I was just crying because it really hurt.
Oh, no. Oh, made me
yeah, I'm a bit dramatic if you haven't known that by now.
Oh, yeah. At least you're going to see someone Thursday.
Yeah, see someone Thursday. She sounds pretty confident that she can kind of find out what it is, give me some sort of mobility exercises, conditioning exercises to help tape me up, to support it a little bit, and obviously give me some advice. But maybe potentially I did a little bit too much too soon, maybe got a little bit excited with the running, doing 2, 4 or 5Ks a week consistently for 3 weeks. Maybe I did too much.
It's
maybe
the
I
time
need to
of
slow it
pound.
down.
It's a lot of time of pounding, isn't it? Pounding the ground.
And it's what she was saying. Obviously, it's completely new. My body isn't used to it yet. I've been used to just going to the gym, doing just weightlifting, which obviously doesn't use too much sort of hip flexion and stuff like that. So then I've suddenly just started running on a hard surface. I did get proper running shoes, but clearly they aren't the right ones. But yeah, there must be a sort of underlying issue that we're going to get sorted, and I'll be back on the roads. So, don't you worry.
10 podcasts later,
but yeah,
still not running.
I'm still here.
But yeah, anyway, love for the sad news.
The soft story.
Because I do have a story that I feel I need to tell everyone.
Okay.
You know the story. I'm going to set the scene because, I mean, I'm not laughing because it is actually quite sad what happened. And Emma did feel very, very bad. I just saw the funny side of it, and I'd actually feel sorry for the people involved. So Emma took me out for a lovely meal on Saturday. We had a lovely meal. It was absolutely pissing down. Saw a break in the rain. Right, let's go to the car. So we kind of legged it to the car. And then down comes the road is this like proper like middle-aged man in his tractor with his dog in his jacket, and his dog's like, do you know what I mean? Like
driving down the road on his tractor.
All happy, and Emma's like, oh, look at that, it's so cute. And I was like, yeah, that's actually quite cute.
Can
obviously.
I just butt in?
Yeah.
When we say tractor, there was no shelter.
Oh yeah, it was
or
like an
cover,
open, it's like an
open roof.
Like open roof,
tractor,
like tractor
nothing
thing.
protecting them.
Yeah, we were then. So that went past, and we got in the car, and then it starts to rain again, and we're driving down these country lanes, and as we come round a bend, you can see the man, his dog, and then another man standing there with his dog, obviously having a chat, and then was like, "Oh, there's the man in the tractor and the dog," and as she says that, she's gone straight through the biggest puddle and just splashed the lot of them, and she went from excitement to heartbreak. In a second, because she was devastated with what she had just done.
I literally drove past them and splashed them.
And but it was the moment where she went, "Oh my god, there it goes, there's that dog." And as she said that, straight through and splashed a lot of them. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that man and his dog ain't listening to this podcast. But she is very sorry, but
felt so bad. I was just so distracted by the little dog sitting in his coat that I didn't look to see that there was a puddle. I could have swerved to stop them getting splashed at the side of the road.
She splashed the poor man and his
poor
dog.
Guy. He was just trying to get out while the rain wasn't
sorry
there.
for the dog.
I feel sorry for the dog.
But yeah, that was a kind of a funny but sad story.
That's the kind of things that we find funny
over
our weekends.
Poor man and dog. Anyway, let's not talk about running because obviously sore subject for you. So let's talk about your first love. Let's talk about some training.
My first love.
Your first love.
Not you.
So today we're going to go through some different styles of sets within the gym. There's a fair few. You've got obviously things that you would do as kind of a beginner, intermediate, and then some more advanced lifting techniques. So as you can see, I've got the laptop. So we've got quite a bit, not a lot to go through, but some good points and some good different sets. So
go through.
Do you want to start us
Yeah.
off?
So obviously this is sort of maybe different ways to increase your progression in the gym, different ways to train to make it a little bit more exciting. Maybe if you're bored of just doing the usual 3 sets of 12, or you want to progress, you want to do something more, you want to take your muscles to failure, then yeah, we're just going to go through some nice little ways to do that. So I will kick it off with just your normal straight sets. So this is doing the same amount of reps in your set with the same weight. So a really, really good way if you're a beginner to start training once you're in the gym. So let's say I'm going to do 3 sets of lat pull down, and I'm going to do 12 reps in them at the same weight. Really, really simple. Get you nice and used to the weight. Maybe you're starting off on a lighter weight because you just started in the gym. And just a really great way to build your confidence in the gym, start to build your strength, and to just keep it nice and simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very easy way to manage progression, isn't it? So obviously you do want to be progressive with that. So within that, you can increase the amount of sets, you can increase the amount of reps, or you can increase the weights. But like Emma said, a straight set is as simple as 3 sets of 12. Like we would probably get our beginner clients to do, and then monitor that as progress. So that is, probably your beginners where you would begin. And then we're going to go through stuff now, which is probably a little bit more advanced. So I will start us off with a drop set. So a lot of people would have probably heard of a drop set. Do you like a drop set?
I actually don't do drop sets. And when we were sort of talking about what different things we want to talk about today, it's starting to make me think maybe I want to start incorporating them.
Yeah.
I'm more of a different kind of set that we'll come to later on. You love a drop set, don't you?
I do like a drop set. So I personally wouldn't do a drop set for everything. I like a drop set for biceps. I like a drop set for lateral raises and stuff like that. I mean, leg press, also a good little one to do a drop set.
Yeah, I suppose it's not really one you want to do with big compound lifts.
Probably not with big compound
lifts. You could.
People would, yeah, 100%.
But it's probably better for more isolated moves where you just want to completely burn out the muscle.
Yeah, so a drop set is you will perform your reps until you essentially can't perform anymore. So your form drops or your reps become very short, and you feel that the only way to continue is to literally drop the weight. So you would go to like failure and then you drop the weight 10, 20%, and then you go again till failure, and then you'll probably do it a third time. Most people are going to do a double or a triple drop set. So just to repeat myself, that is you lift the weight until failure, drop it 20, 30%, lift till failure, and then go for a third time till failure. So a good way to, like you say, take your muscles to failure. How many times did I say failure?
I don't know. I love how you repeated yourself as well.
But yeah, really, really good. I enjoy it. Mainly, you would probably do it on like dumbbells or cables for time. Obviously, if you've got a barbell, it's a bit. You're going to have more rest taking off the dumbbells, taking off the plates. But obviously, if you're training with someone, then you can do a quite efficient drop set because you've got someone who can take the plates off. But dumbbells and cables,
we used to do that for each other on the leg press, didn't we? Do you remember we used to do little drop sets?
Yeah, we did used to do drop sets when we first.
And we used to take the plates off, and Mike would just slip a 20 kg off, like it's nothing, slip it off.
She'll take about a week.
Whereas me, I'm like.
Which one are you going to talk about, by the way? Which one?
Is it my time now?
It is your time, but I want to make sure that you land on your one.
So, how am I meant to know what's my one?
Because you said I'll come to it.
Can I talk about the one that I do pretty much every set of my gym sessions? Yes. So the next one is great for increasing your progression in weight, and also a really great way at warming up, whether that's at the beginning of your workout or maybe just warming up to do like sort of a heavy lift at the end. And that is a pyramid set. Okay, my absolute fave. I think I do pyramid sets for every exercise that I do. And that basically means that you adjust the weight and the reps as you progress through your sets. So typically you will start off with a lower weight and high reps. So say 12 reps of 20 kg. And then on the second set, you'll increase the weight. So say go to 25 and decrease the reps. So I might do 10 reps of 25 kg. And then so on, maybe the next third set, I'll do 8 reps of 30 kg. So basically you are increasing the weight and lowering the reps, which means obviously lower reps, you're going to be able to lift a little bit heavier on that set.
Yeah, I like a pyramid set. I think I like it. Just because of the if you use that, I mean you can do warm up sets, but you can use the pyramid set as like a warm up set. So your lighter sets are a warm up. Yeah. As long as you obviously don't gash yourself up for the heavy ones, but yeah, I like them.
I think they're really good for big compound lifts. And what I sometimes do, like you said, with the warm up set, I'll do 5 sets in total, but my first set will be a warm up set, and then the 4 sets after that will be working sets. It's just a good way to kind of, sometimes in the gym, you just have to give it a go. If you look at a weight and you think, oh, I'd never be able to lift that. If you give it a go and just do a shorter amount of reps, you might surprise yourself. You might fail, and then okay, maybe I need to go back down to the weight before. But yeah, just a really great way to push yourself, increase the weight, increase the intensity, and warm up.
Okay. Next one, which is number 4, is a superset. Now, I mean, most people have probably heard of a superset.
Savage, aren't they?
But we're going to go through 3 different supersets. Because, you have different supersets. So, number 1, antagonist superset is a superset where you will use opposite muscle groups. So, for example, you could do something as random as a lat pull down, which is going to obviously target your back, your lats, straight into a shoulder press. So you do them back to back. So 10 reps of lat pull down straight into shoulder press, or you could do something like a leg extension into press ups or something like that. So if you're doing like a full body workout and you really want to utilize your time, then this would be perfect for you. So you can go through your full body, but then superset them together so that you're saving time. So
yeah,
definitely a push and a pull is quite nice. So if I on my full upper body, I would do a incline dumbbell press straight into a single arm row as my kind of superset for that. And then we have a more of a compound superset, which would be the same muscles being used. So legs, back, arms, whatever. So you might go on to, I don't know, what was the example you were talking about yesterday? Or I dissed you?
Well,
lunges onto squats. You said you would like to do that. He was like,
he's going to do that. And I'm like, well, that would be a pretty good burnout for your legs, if I'm honest.
I guess the more I think
I mean, the thought of it makes me feel physically sick. Oh, yeah.
Squats into lunges, I would probably think would be better.
But I mean, 3 sets of that, that's your leg day done, mate.
Yeah,
you can go home after that.
But so yeah, basically using the same muscle group, I don't know, shoulder press onto a lateral raise is a big one. Bench press onto some press ups is another one. So yeah, just using the same muscle group as opposed to different. And then we have our trisets and giant sets. So it's pretty much in the word. So a tricep would involve 3 exercises of the same muscle group. So yeah, quite an intense one. So one that I have done before is an incline.
No, you said I've got another one after.
Is an incline dumbbell press straight into incline flies, finished off with press ups. So that's what I would do as like a chest tricep. Again, if you're trying to save time, like this is really good for saving time. Very, very hard to monitor progression because there's a lot of failure in there. But if you're looking to work out, stimulate your muscles and really, really kind of go for a big push, then you can just do a tricep and save yourself a ton of time. What was you going to say?
When you coached me for my shoot, I remember there's a tricep that you put in that was killer. And then I actually took that and put that in one of my other clients' sessions. And she was literally like, what are you trying to do to me? But it's shoulder press into lat raises, into front raises.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's a very good one. I mean, you can absolutely smash your shoulders, especially your front delts in that tricep.
It would hurt. By the end of them front raises, I was like, ugh, it hurt.
Making that sort of noise.
Yeah.
And then we've got a giant set. Giant set is just obviously bigger than a tricep. So 4 or more exercises. Personally, wouldn't do that.
Psychopaths.
But it's basically a circuit, yeah. So yeah, there you got a giant set, and I mean you could call that a circuit set, really, couldn't you? They're pretty much the same thing, but a giant set is would normally be of the similar muscle group.
Similar muscle group, yeah.
So if you want to absolutely obliterate your chest, then do 4 exercises back to back.
That brings us on nicely to a circuit set, doesn't it?
It does.
Which is basically one exercise after the other with a short rest time in between. And yeah, I don't know. I can't say, again, it's a good time saving method. It's a good way of getting a good blast in if maybe you've only got 20 minutes, half an hour. But because of the shorter rest time in between, I feel like you can't really push yourself in terms of weight as much.
No.
So that's just a little something to think about depends what your aim is, whether you just kind of want to improve your endurance or whether you want to increase in weight.
It also depends on the equipment available. So like me and Nathan, funny enough, when we was in COVID, we had some equipment between us, some kettlebells, some bags, some dumbbells, and we went over to the field behind us and we just did a circuit. We literally set a timer, 45 minutes on, 15 minutes off or something. We did about an 8-piece circuit of just random exercises.
I mean, that's literally how you fell in love with me.
Yeah, by doing a circuit, making you run.
Yeah.
I started your running journey. You hated it then as well.
That was sprinting, not running.
Sprinting. So yeah, I mean, one thing to take into consideration with all these sets is they work for different reasons, right? If you've got limited equipment, you might do a circuit, or if you haven't got any heavier weights, you're in a hotel gym, for example. So the weights don't really go up to what you would really normally lift as a heavy weight. You might start doing supersets, or you might start doing a tricep or even a drop set, because you want to utilize that load more. And then if you're a beginner, or even, I mean, I would say a lot of most weightlifters, bodybuilders and stuff would probably just use straight sets, and then they would do drop sets for kind of the more smaller muscle groups, but they're big compound moves. They just smash out sets of X amount and make sure they're being progressive. Yeah. Nice. Do you want to recap on them all? Give us a little recap.
So we've got straight sets, literally simple. Three sets of 12, keeping the weight the same. Great for beginners. We have drop sets, Mike's favourite. So basically taking your muscles to failure. So starting off on a weight and then reducing it by about 10 to 20% until you're at failure and you've completed your sets. Nice. Great for obviously improving strength and for progressing in the gym. Then you've got my favourite, the pyramid sets. This is where we are increasing weight as we reduce reps. Again, great way to progress, great way to warm up, and good for big compound lifts. Then we have our supersets. This is pairing two exercises together. We have an antagonist superset where we use opposite muscle groups. We have a compound superset where we use the same muscle groups. And we have a tricep and a giant set. That is for people that don't like themselves and really want to hurt themselves in the gym. 3 sets.
What did you just say?
I just said 3 sexes, but I tried
3 sex.
to say 3.
What's on your mind, girl?
3 exercises in a row, or 4 if you're a psychopath. And then lastly, we've got our circuit set. More than 1 exercise, little rest in between, good for time saving, good for a quick sesh.
Quick sesh. We like a quick sesh, don't we? Right, so I think that was pretty good. Pretty sharp. I hope you found that valuable. Pretty simple, really. I mean, they're all pretty simple. It's all about finding out what works for you and the equipment you've got and the time and place, whatever. But yeah, very, very good.
Shall we do some questions?
It's made me want to kind of go and do some drop sets now. Anyway, question time. Hit me with some questions, baby. Let's go.
We've got some interesting questions today. I'm only going to pick a few.
Why are you laughing?
I'm just gonna do this one because it's pretty funny. Who?
Why?
Whose farts smell the worst?
Well, that's a fucking stupid question, and probably you don't want to know whose. That's an Emma.
Mike's.
No,
Actually,
Max.
Max's farts stink.
Like Max, yeah, that is. Where is he? Oh, he's there.
I don't fart. Second one.
I can hear it from outside sometimes. House shakes.
Second one. Which coach brings the most to the podcast? I think we bring different things.
I think we bring different things.
Mike brings the value.
I bring the value in terms of talking points. Emma just says, basically, tell me what I need to say, and I tell her.
Mike tries to be all serious and technical and like clever. I just try. I'm just me. This is me.
She's just a laughing stock. No, yeah, I mean, it's a good blend. I mean, it probably wouldn't work without either of us because I mean, it would just be Emma talking about random shit and no value, or if it was me, we're just talking about loads of value, and you'd probably be bored.
Fucking bored.
So yeah, there's got to be a good blend.
Another question. When are you putting up your Christmas decks? Now.
Not a chance,
joking.
mate.
1st of December.
10th.
1st.
10th.
1st. Fight me.
You do what you want.
1st of December.
You can fucking buy it this time.
One more. Best exercises to grow your chest. That's a good one. Michael, you got a big chest. Say it with your chest.
Titties. I think that the ultimate is incline dumbbell press.
Yeah, you love that.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be growing the top part of your chest. Dumbbells, I feel you can get a much better movement, and obviously equals out both sides. So yeah, I mean, it's subjective. People may say other things, but I generally think if I had one chest exercise to pick, it would be an incline dumbbell press.
If you want to grow your boobies, get out there and do your incline dumbbell press.
And as you know, it doesn't mean go to gym and do incline dumbbell press. I mean, be progressive, eat enough, train with good intent, and be consistent. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, you ain't going to grow that pigeon chest, boy.
Love it. Right. I think that was good. Obviously, helpful if you're starting the gym, already at the gym, trying to progress, trying to do something different, a little bit bored of the same thing. Try some of those sets, give them a go, burn out them muscles. You might hate us, you might thank us. Who knows?
And if you struggle to figure out what works for you, then just drop us a DM and we'll be more than happy to advise you in what you should do.
Sweet.
Probably give you a try set.
Thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.
Ta-da.